Hey everyone, Samich here. Just a quick video to give a rundown of the tool that I've made to help me over time with old school RuneScape that I've been working on since the first Dead Man server came out, which was like, I don't know, like 9, 10 months ago maybe. As you can see with my stats, yes, I know my stats are pretty shit, but nearly every stat here has been raised using this bot that I've created. Every stat except for farming, prayer, fire making, construction, and rune crafting. Yeah, that's it. So every stat except for those five, I've made some sort of script or bot for. Um, so yeah, let's get started, and I'll show you some of them now. So yeah, this is the barbarian fishing script that I made. It's one of the latest, actually it is the latest script that I've made, and it's also one of my best. It will fish and drop the fish every time it stops fishing. So every time it fills an inventory or the fishing spot moves, or even if you level up, it will drop the fish then, and then it will continue at the same spot or the next spot if it's moved. As you can see, there's red dots on the mini-map showing where the fishing spots are. So even if there's no fishing spots on your screen, it will click on the minimap and run to the closest one, and it will continue fishing again. It's a pretty flawless script. You can leave it for hours, and it will still be fine. Doing this barbarian fishing will raise agility, strength, and fishing XP. So it's a really good script. And this is a cooking script. It has to be used at the Rogue's Den under Berthorpe. So basically you just need to have any type of raw fish in your first bank slot, as you can see with my tuna, and it will withdraw it and cook it on the fire next to the banker. So yeah, it's a pretty basic yet effective script. And this is the thieving script for Knights of Ardoon. There's also a script for men and warrior women that I've made that's also in this tool. And even a nature rune chest thiever, actually, that was actually the first script that I made, the nature rune chest. But anyway, as for this script, it runs the best in the building that I'm showing in this video, where the knight can run left and right, so it doesn't despawn. If you run this script in another building, they will get trapped eventually and despawn. So yeah, it will also eat food when it needs to. So far, it will only eat shark, lobsters, or cakes. But the script is pretty good. When you run out of food, it will just log you out, basically. So yeah, it's a fantastic script. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this one. And that brings us to the woodcutting willow bot. This script basically works anywhere with willow trees. At the moment, I'm just like south or southeast of Ardoon, because it's an isolated area. But yeah, it's similar to the fishing script. It will just drop the logs when it stops cutting and then continue cutting. It's a pretty flawless script that can run for hours on end, and there's also a maple cutting bot that does basically the same thing as this for maple trees in the tool as well. And there's also a super simple herb lore bot that I've made, which basically just cleans any type of herb really fast, as you can see. This isn't being fast forwarded, this is the real-time speed of the script, and it's just a really good script because grimy herbs and clean herbs are worth basically the same. And I've actually made some money doing this on a couple types of herbs, so it's like basically free XP, you know what I mean? And it's quite fast as well, so yeah, this is really good but really simple. And that brings us to the Nightmare Zone script that I created to max my character. You need to have your quick prayer set to rapid heal, and you also need to have a rock cake, which is like from some quest. I can't remember off the top of my head. Basically, you just need to lower your HP to 51 with the rock cake, and then use an overload dose and a full absorption potion, which you'll see in this video, before enabling the script. And then it will just run until you run out of potions, which is generally a few hours, and you just set that up, keep setting that up Like, I don't know, I usually just put it on before I went to work and then came back and I had a couple of strength levels, it's really good. You don't have to monitor it, it takes like 2 minutes to set up, it's really good. And this is one of the crafting scripts that I've made. This is just glass blowing glass orbs. So yeah, all you need to do is make sure that you have your molten glass in your first bank slot and your glass blowing pipe in your second bank slot, and stand at the Duel Arena bank chest as you can see before starting, and it will take it from there. So yeah, this is basically the same as the crafting script except for fletching. Just make sure you have any type of log in the first bank slot and a knife in the second bank slot, and it will make either short bows or long bows depending on which script you pick. So yeah, it's pretty basically the same except different. And then there's this magic script that I've created to get to my like 90 magic or whatever I have. Um, there's a curse script, a curse alch script, and then there's this script which is a stun alching script. It's very expensive to use, but it's well worth it because it's like 150 or 170k XP an hour. It's crazy. So yeah, if money's not an object to you, this is definitely one of the fastest ways to raise magic, except for maybe like casting Ice Barrage on like 10 things at once continuously. But yeah, no, this is way easier, assuming as you don't actually have to do it if you use this tool.